Hey guys, it's Frank and Kevin from Cruising with Wheels.
Today we're talking about how to book your next cruise on board an NCL ship, and specifically the NCL Cruise Next deposits.
So, you're on that cruise ship on an NCL, beautiful ship, and you said, you know what? This is such a fantastic time. I'm going to book another cruise. Well, you don't have to wait to get home. Head over to the Cruise Next desk.
That's right. And there are some specifics that we have to be concerned with, right?
Yep.
Like you have to be 21 years or older to purchase a Cruise Next voucher.
Yep.
And frankly, you have to be 21 years or older to book an NCL cruise. So keep that in mind.
Right. Now, if you're willing to go over to the Cruise Next desk and make that purchase, you're only allowed a maximum of 8 Cruise Next vouchers per person.
Per person?
Yes.
So that's a lot of cruises we could book.
That's a lot of cruises.
You know, my concern would be cancellation.
Well,
right?
yeah, if you forked over the money, you're on the cruise ship because maybe you considered yourself a captive audience and you were just so enamored that you went over there and bought some vouchers. What happens when you get home?
Well, especially if you bought those 8.
Yeah.
I would be really concerned.
Yeah.
But when you get home, you have 30 days to decide if you want a refund.
Yeah, so that's good. You get a 30-day refundable grace period. That's nice.
And basically what would happen is you would be refunded the amount that the Cruise Next purchase cost, minus any onboard credit that you got for purchasing that. And speaking of that...
Right, because there are an assortment of ways that you can get extra benefits with buying the voucher.
Mm-hmm. So the Cruise Next deposit can be purchased for $250, and you will automatically get a $100 onboard credit.
Yeah, they bounce it right back to your shipboard account.
Mm-hmm. Now, normally when you book a cruise, it costs you $500 deposit. So instead of using $500 to book that cruise, you use your Cruise Next voucher. What's the other option that we use?
Well, the other option is if you don't do the $100 bounce back to your account.
Or you buy more than one.
Right. It can be a buy one, get one.
Mm-hmm. You just have to waive that
$100
onboard credit.
You don't get that. You spend $250 and you get another $250 voucher.
You'll get the option.
Yeah.
You can do either or.
Pick what you want.
But obviously, we feel that the value is in the buy one, get one.
Which is what we have always done.
Mm-hmm. So the next little rule that we have about the Cruise Next voucher that's a little bit confusing is that deposits are different for inside to mini suite. Right. Okay, that would normally be $500. Since the Havens have a higher deposit required for booking, they have a different Cruise Next voucher that you can purchase for.
You're going to have to use a little bit more for a Haven.
So what's a Haven? A Haven is a $500 Cruise Next voucher. So whether you've decided to book a regular stateroom, an inside ocean view balcony or mini suite and spent that $250, or you've decided to book a Haven and spent that $500, the Cruise Next vouchers are only valid for sailings 6 days or longer, right?
Awesome. Now, only one Cruise Next voucher per booking, per stateroom.
Right, and that's regardless of whether it is $250 or a $500. Right?
Doesn't matter.
But very often they run specials, right?
Yes, they do. And you can only use 2 if your cruise qualifies for the double up promotion.
Right. Now, you only have, if you've decided to purchase these, you have 4 years to book that cruise.
Right, so think about your vacation scheduling, how many each of you might want to buy, because you've got 4 years to use them.
We always say it depends too, like Dave and Darlene, they are pretty much balcony only sailors, so they would buy two.
Right.
Whereas we are inside, so a lot of times if they're not running that promotion where you can buy one, get one free, we only get the one.
Right. And again, you don't have to buy all 8 of them. I mean, if
Right.
you're going on a cruise and
can
you're like, in 4 months I'm going to be on another NCL ship, wait that 4 months, get on that ship, buy a little bit more. So you don't have to do it all at once. You can buy it in increments if you know that you're satisfied and you're happy.
Right. Now, when you're booking that cruise, this can be done on the ship, okay? And if you book on the ship, right, using your Cruise Next voucher, you'll get a 2-category bump, usually, okay? That's a special that they run from time to time. And if you're not, you must tell your travel agent or your PCP the Cruise Next number, and it'll be showing up when you get home in your, what's that called? My NCL?
Oh, right.
My NCL account?
Yes, go to your My NCL and check out everything that pertains to you and your sailings.
Now let's get to a little bit of the legalities of it. And I have it right here because I want to read it.
This is what we would call, make sure you read the fine print.
Right. So, Norwegian Cruise Lines says that there are no blackout dates that apply.
Well, that's good to hear. Just nobody wants to hear they're sorry you can't go.
The reservations are subject to availability. The Cruise Next deposits cannot be combined with charter cruises, barter cruises, employee discounts, friends and family discounts, interline or travel partner travel partner rates, bingo winners, or Diamond Resorts International bookings.
Okay.
Blech.
Well, I don't know what half of that is, so it wouldn't apply to us.
So if you know what that is, it doesn't apply. And as far as canceling, because this will be a big question.
It is going to be a big question because you've been on the ship, you availed yourself, you bought the Cruise Next vouchers, and you went home and you were like all excited. You booked several. What if you had to cancel one?
Well, I want to read it specifically because this is very important. To cancel a reservation made with a Cruise Next deposit, you must submit your request in accordance with the Norwegian Cruise Line cancellation policies and procedures. Because no matter what, the cancellation policies and procedures of the cruise are first and foremost. Okay?
Right.
The Cruise Next deposit will be refunded back to the guest Latitudes Rewards account, minus any cancellation fees if they apply, and will retain its original expiration date. So in other words, if you booked this cruise 4 years ago using your Cruise Next voucher, it's probably going to expire soon, right? Once a Cruise Next deposit is applied to a reservation, it is subject to the same cancellation policy, rules, and regulations as any other deposit which can be found on your reservation confirmation.
And remember, you want to know how much you're getting back? You got to look at the cancellation schedule that NCL has or any other cruise line has.
We can't tell you that.
Right. So,
because it's going to depend on when you booked it.
Right.
How many days are left.
Right. So that'll determine what you're actually getting back. So always have that in mind when you've booked your cruise. Know what the cancellation schedule is, God forbid. We want to thank all of you for joining us today for our explanation of NCL's Cruise Next vouchers, and we'll be back with another cruise line explanation.
As always, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and here on YouTube.
Right, and if you're not a regular family member here on YouTube of Cruising with Wheels, hit that subscribe button.
But until next time, we want to remind everybody to always
travel safe
and cruise often.